Well, Trenton, let's bring everyone into our news of the week, which is brought to you by Eagle Mortgage, eaglemortgagecompany.com if you're looking for them online, 114th and Davenport if you're looking for them in person. At any rate, they're the best mortgage broker in town. And so if you've ever, if you're thinking about buying a house, you're like, okay, we got to figure out the financing before we buy the house. You definitely want to talk to Eagle Mortgage. Why? Well, good customer service for one thing, expertise for another. But the third thing that's really important is that they're a mortgage broker and not a bank. So they have access to all of these lenders, right? Tons of different lenders so they can find the best loan for you, shop the market. And it's been proven that people that go through a mortgage broker like Eagle Mortgage typically end up saving thousands of dollars on their loan vis-a-vis those who go through a traditional bank. And so check them out. Give them a call. We're not going to give you a phone number because no one remembers phone numbers on the radio. So just go to eaglemortgagecompany.com. All right, let's get into the news. The first thing that we have is kind of a feel-good story. The city of Omaha put on its Holiday Lights Festival at Jean Leahy Mall. Couldn't do this for the last several years because it was under renovation, but it was a big hit. Had a tremendous turnout. And
decent weather.
We've gone through a nice little spell of weather here for Thanksgiving. And so I did not personally go, but I have looked at a couple of the videos and the photographs. Looks like it's great. They did that thing where they project a video on the Burlington building.
That's awesome.
And that little LED cool video screen under the 10th Street Bridge, that's reopened. And so it sounds like check the websites and all that sort of thing, but it sounds like there's going to be a lot of programmed activities throughout the holiday season, I think through and past Christmas, where you can go and kind of enjoy that. So other thing is that demolition has started on a mixed-use project at Saddle Creek Road and Mason Street. So this is, if you can picture Leavenworth and Saddle Creek Road, there's a Baker's Supermarket on the southwest corner. South of that, that's this mixed-use project, 195 apartment units going in, room for some commercial retail space, going to be really, really nice. They have to tear out a bunch of buildings along Saddle Creek that frankly look more than tired.
Ready to be torn out.
Yeah, but anyway, that's going. And that's another example, Trenton, of just this flow of mixed use and multifamily development spreading out from the Med Center that's only going to increase once Project Next gets started.
Absolutely. And we need that to really reinvigorate that whole area.
Yeah, and
it's well on its way.
Yes, absolutely. And a few years ago, they completed, I can't remember the developer that did it, but the Boss apartment project. Yeah. This will be on the other side of the street and kind of catty corner.
Bluestone.
Is that Bluestone? Okay.
We sold them the land.
Good job. Well, a couple other things that might be of interest to you. The UNMC ice skating rink has announced its plans, and it will be open from December 3rd through February 5th. The rink is open to the public, located east of 42nd Street on campus, midway between Emily and Dewey, and it's on the north side of the Sorrell Center for Health Science Education. You do have to pay $7 to skate, but that will get you a pair of rental skates.
Yeah, and God forbid you get hurt, you're in a good area to be hurt.
You don't have to go far to get to the Med Center Hospital. And speaking of getting hurt, I think my days of ice skating are behind me. So we've got some national real estate news from CoStar. And CoStar is the company we use here at Grow Omaha to give us national real estate data. NAI, NP Dodge, we use them there as well. At any rate, this is not really the best of news, but I do want to be honest with people, so you need to hear this.
We tell you straight, ladies and gentlemen.
No doubt. Architectural firms reported a steep decline in billings in October, and that is a sign of a slowdown in deal-making and development amid worries about a recession. The American Institute of Architects monthly billings index dropped to 47.7 in October from 51.7 in September. That's the first monthly decline since January of 21. Any score below a 50 indicates a decline in billings. So architects are at the front end of construction projects, obviously. You don't like to see
maybe
that.
the architects are so busy they just didn't get around doing the paperwork.
That would be nice if that is the case.
Something tells me that's not true.
We could just.
That would never happen at a law firm or an accounting firm.
Well, you're right about that. But maybe we'll just choose to go with what you said and assume everything is.
And
it's okay.
it's not entirely localized. That's national. So
my head's nice and cool down here in the sand. So Children's Hospital has purchased 10 acres near 204th and Harrison Street,
Yep.
Coventry development.
yeah, that'd be south of ACX.
The ACX 12 Theater and all that. There's going to be some apartment projects in that corner there. In
Their
fact,
apartment's already going up.
keep that apartment thing in the back of your head, folks, because next segment we're going to talk about some of the multifamily construction projects that are going on in the area. So now we're going to finish up the news by talking about Hy-Vee, the grocery store, namely the 156th and Maple location.
American Interstate Plaza.
Yeah, southwest corner, 156th and Maple. They have an existing 78,000 square foot Hy-Vee store, been there for quite some time. Well, now Hy-Vee is planning to put on an addition to the west side. If you can picture that store, folks, there's a grassy area to the west.
That's never been built on since the development happened.
And on that grassy area, a 33,782 square foot micro fulfillment center. They would have a couple days of groceries on hand, 6 customer pickup lanes, truck loading area. This would not necessarily replace their aisles online program. They'd still have that, but e-commerce with groceries, and talk about coordination with bricks and mortar. It's becoming bigger and bigger. It'll be interesting to keep your eye on this. I know there's another Hy-Vee close to where I live, near 180th and Q Street. It also has a big grassy area off to the side where they could put something like that.
Remember a couple years ago, they had it all set up to have like 100,000 plus square feet over in Sarpy County, near Papillion, that they were it was kind of a dark store and they were going to do this type of thing. And I don't know.
I think they started it and then abandoned it.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to this, but maybe this does the same thing.
Well,
on a more localized basis.
And kudos to Hy-Vee, because they stay on the cutting edge and all that. And I know, like the Hy-Vee store near 180th and Pacific, they have a pretty impressive kind of outbuilding where people pick up groceries. I've never done that. I just go to the store and buy it. I don't worry about going online and ordering avocados. I can just go buy them myself.
It's all about efficiency. Have you noticed, kind of a segue, but if you look at the Chick-fil-A's, they're starting to build permanent structures now.
And they have like fans and heaters on them. That cracks me up. I was at Chick-fil-A for breakfast the other day at the drive-thru, and they have all these. Well, you didn't need it because it was nice and cool, but they also had heaters. If you're in your car, do you really need that fan? I don't know. It's a nice touch. And you will never get rained on.
And it's probably to protect their employees that are standing out there for 4 hours.
Yeah, a lot of times
advanced orders.
That's true. They do that sometimes when it's really busy, don't they? It's a changing retail world, and it's kind of fun to watch it.
If you like this video, be sure to hit those like and subscribe buttons. And remember, Grow Omaha is not just media. This is a mission. We are trying to build up Omaha and make it an even better place. We can only do that with your help. Share this video with your friends, neighbors, and family.